Hello there, PLAYtheGAME. My name is Charlie and welcome back to Central. So this video is going to contain a very important theory of mine, and a few of my theories have been correct in the past, so fingers crossed with this one. But it's about the rumoured map La Tombeau that's been going around the community for quite some time now. The correct spelling for La Tombeau will actually be in the title as well, and perhaps on screen, because a lot of people get a bit confused as to how you spell it, but those are the correct spellings, so bear that in mind. Now, it all starts with the Mob of the Dead loading screen, and like any old ordinary Treyarch zombie loading screen, we always get a hint to a future map. So this one starts off to the right of this prison note, or Arlington's notes, or whatever, and it's a newspaper poking out with the date October 1917, I think, and the whole Wall Street thing, you just want to ignore that because that's there to literally sidetrack you. Now this is where my theory kind of begins. So the only big event that really happened around in 1917, aside from the Wall Street crash apparently, was World War One. So I thought, let's take World War One and try and turn that into the final map for DLC4. Now, I was trying to think what reminds me of World War One, or what reminds me of pretty much any wars or World War, and I don't know about you guys, but the first thing that pops into my head when I think of a world war is a trench. So I thought, let's throw a trench into the map. But obviously that can't be the only thing in the map, because that would be boring. I mean, you might as well just walk around the bloody labyrinth and buried for an hour or so. So we need something else. So I thought again, what would war remind me of? And the second time I tried thinking this over, it immediately came to me, and it reminded me of bombings. So I thought, back in World War II and 1, a lot of cities and towns were actually bombed. So how about we throw in a village kind of near this trench? Now, it doesn't want to be bang next to the trench, because obviously, a lot of citizens may actually still be living in the village. So you will definitely have to put it somewhere like far away from the trench. So if it's that far away from the trench, you're going to need some sort of transportation to take you there, which is where this theory is kind of based on transit as well. Now, back in transit, we had the diner, the bus depot, the town, and the rest of it. And in order to get to those places, we actually can run, but it was a pain because we had the denizens, and half the time we couldn't see where we were going. Now, Treyarch decided to throw in the bus to maneuver around the map safely and faster, more efficiently as well. So what if they were to implement that same transportation in La Tombeau? No, not the same transportation, like not a bus, but the whole idea of maneuvering around the map in some sort of vehicle. So obviously you're going to want to get from the trench to the village, or the village from the trench, fast and safely. Now if you try running out, obviously it's going to be a pain yet again. So that's why you're going to need this transportation in the map, and this transportation, may actually be able to count towards something else in the map, because, with transit, I was really hoping the bus could play a bigger role, as in part of the Easter egg. So, maybe the next vehicle we get could perhaps actually count towards something. So that'd be really cool as well. But other than the vehicle, the village, and the trench, it's World War One. So we're going to need some old things back. And as in old things, I mean people and weapons. So let's start with the weapons. Now, we've been using the same old weapons for quite some time now. So obviously we're going to want to see some of the oldies return. So let's think back to the Reese. We had the STG and the MP40 on the wall, and both of these guns were a personal favourite of mine back in World at War multiplayer as well, and in Zombies as well. They were really good guns. So what if we were to see those back as well in the next map? To give us that nostalgic feeling, and to go along with the old weapons would be the old crew. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the new crew we received back in transit are dead. They fulfilled what they had to do, and now they are no use to Maxis or Richtofen, so they are gone. Now, the only other crew that could really replace them would be our old crew, and there's been a lot of rumours again about the old crew returning, and in my theory, I think that'd be really cool, to go along with the World War, the old weapons, we get our old crew back to finish off this final zombies map for Black Ops 2. How exciting does that sound? Now, I'm pretty sick of the new crew, so I'd very much like to see the old ones back, and I'm sure that the community would like to see the old ones back as well, to give everyone a nice boost of morale as well, to jump into this new map and to get things done. And you know, maybe some people might even enjoy it a bit more because of the old characters are back. I mean, the amount of comments I see on YouTube and our forum, you know, just asking everyone, hey, do you think that the old characters are going to be back? And all that sort of stuff. So I think it would be a really wise move for Treyarch to do that. But that's pretty much my theory, you know. Let's go back on it. So its name is Tombeau. We have it in World War One, and we have a village, a trench, and possibly some other areas we can go to, but I haven't actually thought of anything else yet. We have some method of transportation as well that may count towards something else in the map. And we also have the STG and the MP40 returning along with the old crew. Now, to me, that sounds like a really solid theory, and it sounds like a really exciting one. So if you're excited, and if you like the theory, make sure to like the video. And also subscribe to Central if you haven't already, for all the good stuff. You don't want to miss it, trust me. So thank you for watching. It has been Charlie, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.